I got into a fight with someone in a chicken shop, proper full on, like, screaming at each other. Hello, and welcome back to episode 56 of our wee podcast. This week's episode is proudly sponsored by Love Pizza, Monte Carlo, Prize Royale. Guys, welcome.
That was smooth. I think that's the smoothest one in the while, like.
It's because I haven't done it in a while.
Is that, well, that explains. Comes round on a rota, sir.
In a rota.
Yeah.
How are we all?
Good. I got a story today that sounds like the intro to a Kieran Franco joke, my parents said.
Okay.
So they're away on holiday to Portugal, and they're not going to believe, in front of them getting on the plane was Jerry Kelly, and behind them was Sammy Wilson, and they were in the middle.
No way.
Get on the flight to Portugal today.
Does sound like a pub joke, like, doesn't it?
Which my dream is to want to know how red Sammy Wilson's face is after fucking 2 weeks in Faro.
Yeah. He's a gammon man. Like.
Yeah.
2 weeks in Faro and he sees two gay boys kiss.
They were
He just explodes.
It's his dad, Jerry Kelly.
by the pool like, oh my love.
Just do it on the plane to piss him off.
Because you know that Sammy Wilson would sit. I think Sammy Wilson's a sleeper on the plane, while I think Jerry Kelly would be 2 glasses of wine.
I think
Toast.
Sammy Wilson's a sleeper, but like he'll do a load of like breathing through his mouth.
Yeah.
He'll be like,
Yeah,
just
that
like
sort of-
that. Proper like stale coffee breath and all.
On my flight back from, I forgot to say this, on our flight back from holidays the other week, there was like an announcement, and I was like, no one eat nuts on the plane, and I'm like, who would eat nuts on the plane? Like, what scumbag would do
Yeah,
that?
would get- no,
and
he-
then I realised it was the girl that was sitting in the row in front of us had
Yeah.
done it, because like, obviously she went upside down, and then the announcement came out, and like 15 minutes into the flight, the seatbelt sign goes off, and I had this packet of Nutella biscuits. I started eating them.
Is that nuts?
But then I was like, and then Ashton Graham, she's like, holy fuck, they're nuts. And I was like, oh, I'm going to murder this girl.
Where do you draw?
Probably
Where do you draw the
alright.
line? Like crunchy M&Ms.
Don't stick your bag. Yeah.
Crunchy M&M's has that peanut on it.
Oh, right, okay, that's fair enough. You finger up the top of the plane, kill some boy.
Like
Assassin-
That's the
Mission.
end of a Kieran Franco joke.
Yeah, that's the end. Yeah. What was
I
it?
haven't gone away.
We were flying to America, and my dad put on Game of Thrones. Obviously, Game of Thrones, real violent, sexual show. This
Yeah.
guy was riding some doll and then slits her throat, and then the guy shooting a prostitute with a crossbow. And the woman beside my dad went, "Sorry, you wouldn't mind turning that off? It's making me really uncomfortable." And I went, "Yeah, no worries." And put on The Walking Dead, and it's guys walking up and stabbing zombies.
How do they have prostitutes back in Game of Thrones times?
Because they're called whores back in Game of Thrones times. Like,
Can't
Back
say.
in
so
my
the
day.
king's whores, you
The
throw them a
King's
coin.
Whores, mate.
Yeah. And they give them gold coins. And Game of Thrones is class. You should really watch it.
You have a real glint in your eye talking about this.
What fucking
Horse.
whores?
He loves it.
Listen, no, wouldn't go near one, sir.
Guys, I'm regretting
Prostitution.
wearing this hoodie. I'm fucking
It's
roasting
very
here.
warm.
I'm wearing a light green thing. I'm not ready to lift up the pits here.
I'm like
Please
a
don't.
pastor in the deep south of America.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, dearie me, boy. We've had an eventful week, guys.
Really have?
I think is everyone still in the green where we're a wee bit hungover?
Yeah, I'm
I
not
don't
feeling
know. I'm
great.
going to see how this pint goes.
I'm still not right, like,
Yeah.
definitely not, like, no.
It all kicked off on Friday.
Thursday I had a couple.
What did you do on Thursday?
I had about 2 pints in chicken box. We went up on a wee
yes,
three-man
we
show.
Oh, yeah.
So there were a couple of
forgetting stuff we did.
Too many pints. There were a couple of fans of the show, and so shout out to them who came down and watched the
We went
chicken
up
box
to
show.
a 3-man show in Derry and Chicken Box, which is where all of us, did one of our first ever gigs, really, isn't
And
it?
it was tons of fun. Really enjoyed it.
It was good crack.
It was
yeah.
so weird going there, and Rory was MCing it, and he was just like, so who's heard of our wee podcast? And pretty much everybody cheered, and we were all like, ah,
Yeah,
that's
it's a bit
mad.
weird. Like,
See, when he said there was someone who's your favourite, my asshole clenched.
I was back in the big dog. He's like, go on, say it.
It's like that time where the guy said to Pete, we were out for my birthday and also sports club, and the guy went to Pete, "Are you a comedian?" And I was standing beside him, and I got the step ladders. I was like, I'm also me. Yeah, you know me.
But we only had a couple on Thursday because on Friday we had the wedding of good friend of the
Bowfingers.
podcast,
Johnny Bo.
Johnny Bo.
Jonathan Bowless.
Hey,
And
full on written his card, Mr. and Mrs. Bo.
Yeah,
Had no idea he had a different name.
yeah. Let's not give away his real name.
No,
but
no, it's true.
Spoiler alert: it's not his real
Yeah.
name, and you found out on the day.
I
of his
found out when
wedding.
he was doing the speech, he's like, not everyone knows my real name is Duh. And then I was like, oh, bollocks.
It's mad the way he's called
Yeah.
Johnny Duh, isn't it?
Johnny Duh. Yeah,
It's a weird name.
It's like that Homer J. Simpson episode.
Yeah. But we went for the wedding in Bangor.
it was lovely.
It was a lovely wee day.
That was
Clandy
gorgeous.
boy. It was. Tell you what, I have not done as much dancing in about 6 years as I done
Yeah.
that night.
We did a powerful bit of grooving, like.
We did. Do you know
Like
what?
dad dancing, but with a bit of style to it, bit of
Bit of
flair.
style, bit of style, bit
You're
of flow.
Bit of Ric
dancing.
Flair.
You're dancing. The amount of people ask me about that video of you dancing. You're like, you just do like the ultimate dad shapes.
Oh yeah, I mean, you gotta let loose. I'm not someone who screams classy dancing. I'm not gonna be spinning my head. I'm not Jed from Jed and Geedy.
Doing
The Chuckle Brothers.
Doing the, what do you call it?
Passing the bag
Break
from me to you.
dancing.
Famously, Saul, who I run No Joke with, told me that they invited him back to an afters.
Invited who back?
It invited Saul back to an afters.
Who invited Saul back?
Oh, sorry, Jed and Geedy invited Saul back to an afters, and when he went to meet them, they didn't. You know, like they didn't. He texted them, I think, and was looking for them, and they wouldn't reply, and he couldn't find them. I know they go, "We don't miss." He goes,
Yeah.
"I missed that night."
Yeah. Skated in the rose.
Was this in the Opal? He was invited to.
No, it was at AVA. They invited him back for afters.
So what do you call that building that they live in?
Do you know that's the tallest building in Ireland? This is my one fact.
I do know because they say it in every fucking video.
He could have gone
That's
back to the
unbelievable.
Panty, but he missed.
Where's the the panty?
Yeah, the Panty.
See, when you said panty there, I thought you meant the Pentecostal, because there was a panty in Moira, which is
For fuck's sake.
the Pentecostal church. And you know my mate Ali Man?
Yeah.
They basically like brainwashed him and going to
No way.
the Pentecostal church.
What do you
Like they're all, come on down to the panty and all, it's class. And like he'd go down and like he'd play like pool and like football and all. It was a bit of crack. And then like he'd be like, oh, this is lethal, like I'm gonna go to the church. And then like they just very quickly get you on the old Bible boy.
I was in Boys Brigade. Nearly ended up, and that's the junior thing in the Orange Order. I didn't realise.
How'd you end up in that?
I was begging my mum and dad, "Oh, you gotta take me to Boys Brigade. There's some of the mates in the street are going to Boys Brigade," and I went. And then my mum and dad went to the end of the year, sort of do, and they were all coming out with Orange Order marches. And my dad was like, "I enjoy Boys Brigade because you'll never be back at it."
How did he send you to the boys' brigade for that long without realising?
So it was 6 weeks, and I was coming back, and we're playing dodgeball, and we're doing this and doing that. And then I
Yeah.
came back with a Bible one day and started talking about like sort of lessons I learnt. And my dad was like, "When's the end of your show?" And him and my ma came and saw it, and we're like, "This isn't," because it was in a Protestant church hall.
So she doing toe taps with a neat
Yeah,
head.
it was me going. Do
Do you know what? You can see why people from like a unionist and loyalist background get into that there, because it is a bit of crack. Like,
Yeah.
you're dressing up as like a wee soldier and marching about and singing tunes
Yeah.
and drinking pints and all. Like,
But at the same time,
I can get into that, no ball.
I'm sure.
You definitely looked the part in that. Like,
I do, like-
there's no way.
I'm sure it was a fucking horror show, but for my dad to see his son walk out in a wee fucking uniform and all,
Maybe that's where all the problems stem from with you and your father.
it all goes back to that. It all goes
It all goes back to the boys' brigade, like.
that and not being able to hit a football.
Yeah, maybe there's a bit of a cause correlation between the two.
Boys Brigade FC.
Look, but yes, the wedding.
Do you know what I was most delighted about that wedding?
What'd you like about it?
You both went for turkey and ham. I had the beef. Such a shit.
I went for a beef. You
Oh,
had
you had
yes.
you had the beef
Yeah.
as well.
I enjoyed the turkey and ham.
That beef was unbelievable. Like
Johnny
so
Bow.
good. Like
Starter didn't cut it, mate.
oh,
Didn't cut it.
are you a starter guy or dessert guys?
Starter
guy.
Yeah,
Starter,
100%.
But I
Starter.
had two desserts. Did I have your dessert?
No, I had
No,
it.
I had
made,
Sean.
You
I
made
said-
dessert.
Yeah.
I sat there and I took one bite. I was like, I don't like this, and I was like, oh, fuck it, and just ate the whole thing anyway.
I had Sean who didn't show up to dessert, and then I had half of yours, and it
Yeah,
was
I wasn't
fucking
craving it.
slap like. And then what was it at the start as well? I had all these bags of crisps, wee sweets and all. Boy, I was full on sugar. No wonder I was
Where'd you get the
dancing.
crisps and sweets?
When you
Oh,
came in at
aye,
the
the
start,
wee
it was all free
reception
tater.
thing,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I was too busy on trying to get the prosecco into me.
a bit of bubbly.
A little bit of the bubbly, but it was great turnout. Nearly every fucking comedian on the scene was there at one
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah, it was great crack.
And we're all up jiving away. That's the most I've danced at a wedding. I'm not normally someone who can let loose dancing.
But hey, no,
Oh, I
the
love the
DJ's tunes slapped.
Yeah, they
he
were
did
class.
well.
He
There was
didn't
no,
miss.
There was no band there, and tell you what, didn't miss it.
You don't
Yeah.
need one.
Nah, paying $5
That was
grand
better,
for some
yeah.
games to
And he was
sing
playing
for
all
three
like
songs.
music that like we would have grew up with.
The
Oh,
bit of
yeah.
Linkin Park, when Linkin Park jump played, I was like,
Mate.
everyone on the
Oh,
dance
I've
floor.
never left the dance floor quicker. You were like, oh, and I was like, no.
I went Linkin Park, My Chemical Romance, and then Sum 41. I was like, mate, kill me now. Doesn't look any better than this.
Sean was up the DJ going, "Do you have Joel Corey? Do you have KSI?"
I'm missing Ben Nicky for this, for fuck's sake.
And obviously, the day after, we left at a reasonable hour.
Yeah, we left at 12:30.
And I was home, had a wee glass of wine, put up a post, happy retirement day. Woke up the next morning, I was like, fuck me. And then straight out,
Your dad's been retiring for about 3
Yeah.
weeks now. I'm sick of hearing about.
he's done now, it's over, it's finito.
He's gone.
He's about fucking 49, getting on like
50,
Sir Alex
50,
Ferguson.
yeah.
55, and he's like,
Oh, he's
It's
not
like every
worth it.
fucking drug cartel movie ever is like, just get out of the game, Pablo. You
He's
know
got
what I
out-
mean?
he
Just
got
walk
out of the
out.
game.
He's
like-
retired, baby. Who gives a fuck?
Like, he was a
Fuck
good
your
man. He worked hard for his. He worked
What
hard
is
for
your
his
dad?
55.
Yeah,
retired on his
fuck
55th
him.
birthday.
Fuck him.
Fair fucks to him.
He's doing well for himself
Can't wait
now.
to go out for retirement drinks for his dad next month.
Yeah,
Drag us out.
Next week, Kieran Styles on the podcast.
There's no more retirement talk. He's done. He's retired. He's finito. He's out of the game.
Is he retired?
He's retired. He retired
Oh.
3 weeks ago.
Should
Uh,
have a wee party or something for him.
Joe,
But-
because there's a theme that happens, right? So because your dad's retired at 55, that means you're going to have to make up the lost time. He didn't work till he was 70, so you're going to have to make that
Yeah.
up. You're going to be working till
You
you're
have
like
to
90.
top that up.
So I haven't even started working yet.
Exactly. You need to pull a
you've-
finger out, lad.
You're going to end up having to do fucking 60 years.
Like I finished work for 2 months here tomorrow.
If you keep working in that school, your
Which is
pension's going to
ridiculous.
be like £6 a week.
You're going to really annoy me. What have you got? Have you got anything set up for what are you going to do for money?
Uh,
Not
guard-
Oh wait,
personal.
yeah. Oh wait, so wait, you're not working over summer.
This week's episode of RE Podcast is proudly sponsored by Prize Royale. They are a competition website. They've given away over £1 million in prizes so far. They've had over 1,000 winners and they've 20,000 followers on their social media. Basically, what you do is you go to prizeroyale.com. You set yourself up with an account. It's absolutely free to do. And then once you have an account, you can buy as many tickets to their amazing competition giveaways. And they will send you an email and you can watch the draw for the competitions happen live, or you can check it later on their social media. Give Prize Royale a wee look, guys.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Joe, I love about him. See if you don't win, you're not out of it, lads.
You're not out of it.
Multiple prizes per
Multiple.
entry. So
you have to be in it to win it.
You have to. No ticket, no tote. Get yourselves a few tickets on prizeroyale.com.
I entered one of their biggest website the other day. £1.59. Sure, fuck
For a
me.
ticket?
For a ticket.
Unbelievable.
Get on it, guys.
Cash prizes, holidays, Pokemon cards, something for everyone. Prize Royale.
No,
The garden things happen? No.
I haven't heard anything back from my uncle yet. My auntie
Look at the
replied.
boys brigade there. See if the
Yeah,
cleaner.
My auntie goes. My auntie texting going like, "Has Billy Bullshitter got his gardening job yet?" And I was like,
Meaning you or your uncle?
me.
Right,
and,
okay.
And I was like, he has offered me a job because he was
Right.
talking about it, but he hasn't got back to me with any serious dates yet. So I'm kind of worried. But
And you've been chasing it up, haven't you?
oh god, every day. I've been like, when can I start working?
You're knocking on the door going, please let me cut that
Well,
grass.
put it this way: I want the first week off to do nothing apart from gig, and then the week after is the week of the 12th. So I probably shouldn't work that week. And then
She used to be in the boys brigade.
exactly,
And
I'll be out
celebrating it.
marching. I know.
Yeah.
I'll be down by the Boney.
Yeah.
I'm a Carmoney
Boney
man.
M on a fucking Bluetooth speaker in Botanic Gardens.
I'm a Carmoney man, and
Oh yeah.
up the Carmoney
I'm a
Boney.
Scarborough boy.
Yeah. Up the Carmoney Boney. That rhymes. And then probably go to Donegal. So then really it's probably August, and I'm going on holiday in August. So there's no point me working over summer.
So you're not going to work over summer?
I'm just going to work that wee TV show idea we were working on. Going
Yeah.
to try and work on that. Going to do my driving test. Going to flesh that out. I'm going to become a different person by the
You're
end of
going
summer.
to do a self-care summer?
Yeah, that's it.
White boy summer?
Not a white boy summer.
Why not?
A Mediterranean heritage
Do you know what you're
summer.
going to become by the end of summer?
What?
Homeless.
Louise not.
Yes, you are.
Sure his dad's retired.
see, by the end of summer, I'm going to be glowing. I look like your fucking boy Timothy Chalamet. That's what I look like. And I'll come in and I'll be like, you'll be like, what did you get up to this week here? No more mad stories, just I meditated.
Tell the truth. Are you going to say, bet you what he's going to start doing? He's going to start telling people he's full-time at comedy for those 2 months.
Why would I would never do that.
Yeah, you will.
I would get called Billy Bullshitter again.
No, you wouldn't say I'm full time in comedy. Be like, oh, you work at your normal job now. You'd be like, I'm just doing comedy.
Yeah.
You know, there's no lie there. There's no lie there.
Yeah, that's a good way of phrasing
I'm doing
it.
comedy over the summer to help make sure that I don't go bankrupt, but I'll not like it's filling my bank account, making sure that I don't hit the breadline.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna fucking go walk in and be like, yeah, full time comedian now, bro.
Right, here, mate, fake it until you make it. Flex it.
My summer schedule does not fucking show that.
Does that show you can sketch?
Next to your magazine, you're fucking pulling the pints, doing MC.
It works, boy.
everything.
And then on Saturday, we had Oran McCann's big show on the waterfront.
That's just great.
We ended up going.
I'm itching to know about this because I wasn't at it, and I
Which
didn't
is
want to really
fucking
ask you too
fantastic.
much about it.
So basically, we showed up. Oran McCann basically said any comedian, can show up and get on guest list. Obviously, we're busy, so we turned up and they just sent us to the ticket box office thing. Box office.
Box
Ticket
office, yeah.
Box office.
Box office.
Said our name, they had our names there, give us wee wristbands, and then I didn't know if we went backstage then.
Yeah.
I was like, should we not be like backstage? Like, where do we go here? Like,
The idea of going backstage before he went on would have freaked me out. Like,
I didn't realise how stupid that was.
yeah.
That's insanity, yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I didn't realise. I didn't know what was going on. But anyway, they sat us down on like, I would say they're probably the best seats.
They were powerful.
Because
Like,
they were
over
middle
the-
and just a nice level. That
Same
was a
level we were at for Segura, no?
No, but it was the same entrance.
Side.
Oh,
So
yeah, right. Yeah,
so
yeah.
you're over the left.
Yep.
We were like bang in the middle.
Nice.
And it was a full row. And it was all like the dairy ones, you know, like Ian McAweel, Rue Boyle,
Yeah.
Fenton Harvey. McCarney was there. Everyone was
Those
there.
guys.
So we're all in a row, watch the wee show, and then afterwards we're like, right, we're going to try to get backstage here. Not try to get backstage. We're going to go to backstage because we're meant to be there. Couldn't get back. Kept like asking someone where to go. Then they brought us over to this wee door, but the door was like locked by one of those wee key fobs.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, someone's going to come down and let you out. But as we were standing there, fucking standing there with Mickey Bartlett.
Oh, right,
And all these comedy fans come out.
That's a nightmare.
Swarmed him like.
Wasn't he like?
Yeah.
Mickey
Jesus.
Bartlett couldn't move.
He
Like.
kept going
You
over. I
see
say,
folks
right,
sitting there
we're
being
going.
like,
I had the step ladders out again. Be like, hey guys, it's me, Kieran.
He got on my
Yeah.
shoulders.
Yeah.
He's on full time.
Full time. Oh, you beat me, dude, you bastard. Full time comedian this summer. Gardner as well.
Yeah.
Also in the boys brigade. Yeah. I'm telling you, it was such crack. And then we went backstage, and then see when I heard Lavery's, I was like, here we go, here we go. But here's the difference between Johnny's wedding and Lavery's. I had on some dancing in Johnny's wedding, Lavery's. I was like, fuck me, there's so many people there. I don't know.
There was an after party at Lavery's.
yeah, I heard there was an
Yeah.
after party. Did McCann's mother?
Yes,
Yeah, she was there, yeah.
she did. Well, I hear before we even get to that there, so we're sitting there waiting, and Mickey kept having to get photos taken. Like obviously took photos for everyone, and then after a wee while, the guy who told us someone was coming to get us just fobbed us in,
Right.
just let us go through the door. I'm just like, going, well, if you had the ability to do that, why didn't you just
didn't you?
let us do that? But then we were kind of roaming about backstage, not really
Yeah.
knowing where we were going, and then we got into like the green room backstage, but it looks like a living room.
There's a wee fireplace and all.
Proper cozy, like.
Fireplace and like a couch, and like it did look like a living room. It was weird.
Do you not think it's so mental how you like? I know you just walk back there, but like being back there and the people that have played the
Yeah.
horror, not mental. Like
I
It
said
was,
something
eh?
to him, and you went, you're a gimp.
What did you say?
I was like, if you had told me this time 2
Aye.
years ago, I'd be coming back here. And you were like, you're a gimp, shut up.
Yeah.
People
Don't
can-
embarrass me here.
Yeah, people can hear you, son.
There was a couple of Domino's pizzas and just everyone chilling out, and there wasn't really any other comedians back there. It was me, Kieran, Mickey Bartlett, Rory Woods, and then obviously Gallus was there.
And McCartney as well.
McCartney, sorry, and everyone else was just friends and family.
Oh, that's nice.
So that sounds
Um,
kind of like, right, should we go to Lavery's? Like I was almost a bit
Yeah,
awkward.
McCann came out and would chat in for a wee bit, and then me, him, and Rory Woods went on to Lavery's. But yes, McCann's mum was in Lavery's,
Lavery's.
right? And I went up there steaming, right? Do you know what I said there? I was all, he's a credit to you.
Oh,
You should- oh,
no, that's a hymn that's a
No,
Franco
it's
line.
not. And do you know why? Because I chose my words carefully. Because
Also-
he is a fucking character.
Yeah.
And I
No,
was like,
yeah, he is,
That's,
but-
that's Colchi Maspic.
That's- yeah.
See, always sold at the waterfront.
Yeah.
That might not mean much to her, but see, some fella going, he's a fucking credit to you.
Yeah.
I'll stay
Yeah,
away. But she
yeah.
was more like,
cheers.
thanks, Phil.
Who's this guy? Is this Colin?
Thanks,
Colin.
Phil. Thanks, Phil.
Also, a
Wish.com,
Franco line. It's called manners, Sean.
Called manners.
I'm a mannerly guy.
There's a no. Do you know what? I was actually gonna say there's a fine line between. There's not a fine line between. There's a big thick line between.
Big fat boy line.
yeah, manners and you're my hero. I got into comedy because he.
I'll never live this down. Like,
Of course you won't.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
But it was a good night. The
Did it
day-
get messy? Like, was it
It
civilized?
got, oh fuck here! I forgot to say, right? No, it did get messy, right? I got into a fight with someone in a chicken shop. Did I tell you this?
No.
Like proper full on, like screaming at each other. Like people started taking their phones out and recording me and all.
They're up.
so if someone has the video
What?
of this,
No,
please send it.
please, yeah. Why?
So I was like, I'm gonna end up in Belfast Live here, right? So I was
Somebody said someone's really kicked on.
so, what?
Somebody said someone's really kicked on. No.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You can book your own tour if you want to. Give them. Get you out.
Do you know what?
I believe people should speak. How they
Yeah.
I
What do you mean by this chicken is really banging? What
Yeah,
the
what
fuck
do you mean? Yeah, what do you mean by banging? It isn't spicy. There's no spice off it.
There's no bang to this chicken.
Is this chicken called Parry? I don't think so. Let me see his
Right,
papers.
By the way, people at home have no idea what we're talking about.
No, well, can we give you? We were saying about you the other week that
Yeah.
how like you're really you can be really like anal on words
Like
basically.
nitpicky on like the meaning of words.
but like not in like a cunty way. Just be like, what do you mean by that? Explain it.
Contrary.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say it's contrary. Just real like
like if someone says something
You need it
and they might
by
be
the book.
embellishing it a wee bit, I'll
Yeah.
take it as a literal.
yeah.
So I was like, if I tell a story I heard about celebrities or something, like I said, oh, do you know Sam Fender and Fontaines DC? They're thick as thieves or like that. And you went, shut the fuck up. Where'd you hear this?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
just like I can't take anything on face value. It
Yeah.
has to
Yeah.
be true and 100%
Yeah,
right.
or like I think a good example is like you go, oh, that joke was vintage, like say vintage Kieran Frank, and you're like, how's it vintage? He's only been in stand up 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
how's it fucking vintage?
Or
No,
if you compare, someone say you compare like one comedian to another comedian,
Yeah.
and you're like, why are you comparing them? What's similar about them? Like what's similar about them here? Yeah.
They have a similar style. How exactly is that
point
style?
one of their jokes out with another joke and explain
In
to me.
other words, I'm a fucking melter to have a conversation with.
So in short, I'm not surprised you get into someone at a chicken
But-
shop, but that's not you,
I was sticking up for someone, a female.
of course.
A good guy.
Oh, I
of
was
people.
sticking up for a female
Smash the patriarchy.
from another female.
Oh, okay.
Right, so we were all sitting there, and it was fucking Saturday night. Fucking Frango opposite Lavery's.
Frangos?
Exquisite. It was fucking brutal.
What do you mean by? Oh, right, okay.
So it was like all. It was busy.
Right.
And it was all random people. So people were like sitting on different tables, sitting on tables with people that you're not with.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? And then these two girls come in, and they're both fucking off the map paralytic. Now,
Right.
I don't mean to be judgmental, but I'm going to tell you where I think they came out of, and you're going to picture them. I think they came out of Benedict's.
Does the Pope
she-
wear funny hats?
You know the clientele I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
Absolute.
Few strawberry axe.
Double head A Brigade.
Yeah.
Cheetah
yeah.
Fong. That's
Absolute, like.
Yeah.
Absolute millies, right? And they're fucking bladdered, like proper bladdered,
Yeah.
right? So they sit down. Well, the one girl comes in, and her mate comes in after, and the girl who comes in is blocked, and the other girl's blocked. But the girl who came in after was shouting at her.
Okay.
You know, like, look at the fucking state of you. You're a fucking man. You're a tramp. You're showing yourself. You're fucking stinking. Come on. Like, embarrassing her, right?
By the way, your Millie accent, 10 out of 10.
Thank you,
That's
it was
fucking
good.
quality.
I had to listen to it for so long, but she sat down beside the guy who I was sitting at the table with, who I had nothing to do with. He was actually English, and just chatting with him. And then her mate was all, "Are you fucking serious, Daniel? Are you fucking still out of here getting on?" And your girl was blitzed, and she gave the fella a wee kiss in the cheek. No, a wee
Right.
kiss in the lips.
Right.
No, it wasn't like a proper snog, but like give him a wee kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's, "Oh, look at the fuck, you're a fucking tramp and all." Right? And I could say to the corner of my eye, there was some girl over there, and she was a wee bit sort of fucking girl power, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
going to stick up for her.
Yeah.
So she was like, said something there, like, what are you doing like that for?
Like giving off to the girl calling her a tramp?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
she'd
okay.
just be like, you
Yeah.
could just, like, she didn't really say anything, but she was kind of just like, you could see she was on the verge of getting
Right.
involved.
Okay.
The mate left, and the drunk mate was left there.
Okay.
And when she left, that girl over there went, come here over and sit with us. She's no friend of yours.
Okay.
She shouted at you like out there, she's no friend of yours. And she's all like, thank you and all this shit, right? She then was a wee tout, because her mate didn't really leave. Her mate was just outside lingering.
Okay.
Like going, oh, I'm away on. Right. The way
Right.
you do with a child.
Ah,
to
yeah,
then
yeah.
get them to come, but they hadn't really left. So she then went out and went to her mate. She says, you're no friend of mine, no, and you're treating me bad.
Oh,
And I
no.
was like, so then she comes fucking banging in again. Like a raging
At
ball.
what stage do you think this chicken isn't worth it?
Well, fuck. So they were arguing with each other. She was then having a go at her, and it was a whole big argument. And then it was again, you're a fucking mess, you're a tramp, you're a... And then she the line that annoyed me was, everyone here's fucking scundered at you. And I just lost my head. I went, everyone in here's fucking scundered at you. And you should have seen her face, like, because like I hadn't said a fucking word. She was like, player 3 is entered the
Who the
game.
fuck is that guy?
Yeah, literally. Who the fuck
So
is
then
that
you were
guy?
on video camera being like, again,
Not yet.
If you,
No,
if you have this-
Not yet.
Get there.
So
You're honey digging here.
I was like, you're the one who's fucking scalding her. And she was all, what? And I was all, it's you. You're being the fucking melter. Alright, she's fucking steaming. There's no need to be fucking screaming all about a chicken shop. And then she was like, who are you? Who the fuck are you? And I was all, why are you getting on like that? Like, you're the embarrassing one.
Yeah.
And she's all, what am I meant to do? What am I meant to do? And I was all, I don't know, but what you are doing isn't the answer. Like, screaming at her in a chicken shop. And then, like, we were shouting back and forth and all. And then she was having a fucking go at me. And then I just see out of the corner of my eye.
No.
You do
There's
realise you're
so-
going to be the next, I want a kebab.
Exactly. And it was that shop.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking
Isn't it?
hell.
No,
No,
maybe
it's
it wasn't
not.
that shop. But anyway, that vibe though.
Oh, fuck.
It's kicking off and all. And it's just, oh, what am I meant to do? And then I was all, nope, this isn't the answer. And she started crying and all. And she was all like, this happens every fucking week. And then I was all,
Because you left, and I was kind of like, he's gone. Like, he's
Yeah, it was
he's
left
done
for
an
ages.
Irish goodbye.
Because then I was like, where do you live? Do you live in Belfast, like, or do you live far away? Do you need to get a taxi? Try to get a taxi and get out, because fucking screaming at each other.
Right.
And then it was just fucking, and then eventually they left, and I was just sitting there, and I turned around to everyone, and I was like, fuck me, boys, lad.
Happy
And
Saturday,
then everyone
guys.
was laughing, and the guy who was sitting in my head was like, you were quiet there for about 20 minutes. Where'd that come from? And I was all, mate, I had enough there. And then I get up to leave, and I was all right, guys, I'm way outside here to get stabbed by a Primark fucking high heel. And then that was, and I went back into Lavery's, and I was genuinely shaking for a wee while.
Because I came up to you at the bar, and
Was
you
it
were
like that adrenaline rush of just anger
Yeah.
that let go? That's mad.
That you'd got into like an altercation with someone, like.
If someone, a genuine appeal, if anybody has the video footage of
please
this,
send it out.
please send it and we'll react to it next week. That is fucking mental. I don't think you
Boys.
probably would have done differently to me. I don't think I would have chipped
But that's
in,
not me.
No,
I would
no.
I would normally.
I
chip
wouldn't.
in.
I wouldn't have screamed. I would have taken an ashtray. And
No, I don't know.
That's
genuinely,
mad.
boys, can I go to the toilet? I'm like sweating like mad here. Just
Walk
need to.
away.
Yeah.
We'll not stop.
Well, we'll
Walk
not
away.
stop, no.
No, just keep her lit. Keep her rolling. That's fucking nuts.
But how your wee bum up there now, son? I'm racking the gaff. You'll have to jump over those chairs, no way out.
Poor lad.
But Lavery's was good crack.
Class, yeah.
They had some DJ come down. Now I don't know who it is.
Oh,
I
God, this
assume-
was talking about him podcast.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a mate of
John Boy.
Gaff's. Is that his name?
DJ John Boy.
It was class. Now it was all Aaron McCann songs. Like
yeah. He does that. He does like Gaddis's like warm up tunes normally.
Yeah,
At the shows.
that
and,
guy.
Yeah.
it was banging hip hop beats. Was
I
that
would
how to
love
describe it?
that. I tried to do that in Madden's one week. Some banging hip hop beats for the vibes.
How'd it go?
beforehand. Nah, the place near
Didn't
burnt
know
to the
that.
ground. The place near fucking fell to the ground, shaking.
But it was good crack, and everyone was there, and the drinks were flowing. Then afterwards, Aaron was trying to get me to go to some fucking after party, and I was like, nah,
Where's the after party in?
I don't know, and I think that's why I didn't go.
Yeah.
You do them ones were like, come on, we get a carrot. Where are we going? Come on, we get a carrot.
Yeah.
We'll worry about
yeah,
that
yeah,
once we get
yeah,
a carrot.
Yeah. Because the next morning he woke up. I think I seen he was in like fucking Bundoran or something.
Fuck off.
But now like they had like an Airbnb or something booked. I think with like
Right,
your
okay.
girl Katie and all those over.
Yes.
Couple and Tim and all his mates.
That was another thing at Aaron McCann's show. He flew someone over from America.
What?
Do you know about this? He flew someone over from America to open for him, and she was a musical act called
No, I haven't seen this coming. That's mad.
Ocean Paradise or something like
this is a
that.
wind up.
I'm not Ocean Eyes. Ocean
Oh,
Eyes is a song by Billie Eilish.
And were they good?
They were good. It was just this girl. We're talking about the girl who opened. Wait till you get your mic there. I knew you were about dancing me there without the microphone in your hand. The girl who came over from America. The girl who came over from America
Yeah.
to open for Aaron McCann.
She was great.
Can you remember her name? Ocean what?
Ocean Pride, Ocean Drive, something
Ocean
like
Paradise.
Frank
Ocean-
Ocean, no. Fuck's sake.
that. No, Billy Ocean.
She followed me on Instagram. Like I can't remember her name. Like.
She had a lot of her songs I love. It's just this one's about
Yeah.
falling in love
So-
with someone you shouldn't have.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
all like. So guys, so when you look at the sky and it's not quite as blue as what it used to be, and you wonder maybe have I got many strong relationships?
Caro Egan leans over and goes, she sounds like MGMT, doesn't she? I was like, no. What the fuck?
And then so it went from, and this song's just about reconnecting with your mother. Then McGannis going, see me fucking blurt.
Yeah.
Oh wait, was that this
Her
one?
Same.
brick,
Oh,
Gaddis, McGann.
fucking hell.
But it was great. I enjoyed it because the first act on, nobody's going to listen to them if they're
Yeah.
doing
Just needs to be
stand up
noise.
because people are milling in.
Yeah.
And she was just playing 5 nice wee acoustic songs.
Yeah. And then
Were they
went
musical
out,
act?
got
Or
a-
were they musical comedy actors?
Nope.
Or just music?
Nope. Like
Just
someone
music?
like a real like wee slow, nice wee indie.
Oh,
Acoustic?
that makes sense. I thought you meant it was like
No.
Well, it was nice as well because there were a lot of people, sort of comedy fans, who went there to watch Gaddis McCann, and I'm sure a lot of them, it probably like
Do you know
took
what?
them by surprise as well.
Do you know what it would be? Hosier's playing Bell Sonic. This girl wouldn't have been the main support, but she would have been the person who was on at 6 o'clock.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
It was
Yeah,
nice. It was
yeah.
real
On the
enjoyable.
side-
Everyone would have been after. Goes, your girl was good. What was her name? And no one would
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm a-
yeah.
On the obscure stage in Glastonbury.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You know
that's
me,
what I
I'm a sucker for folk music.
Yeah.
But did any of you watch Glastonbury? Elton John?
I seen a thing at Glastonbury this year. Right,
What?
You know what I
It
like?
wasn't KSI or Joe Cole?
No. That joke's done now.
It's never done.
Right? There was like
That's what you think.
Yeah, it's coming back.
it's not over yet. Can't say something. Don't worry. There was like a tent and it was like a Glastonbury. I don't know if it's always been a thing, but it's just a laughter tent. People just walk in and laugh.
Yeah.
What do you mean you walk in?
You walk in, everyone's laughing, hugging each other.
It's meditating. So a load of fucking hippies
A
now.
lot of people in fucking cats. Yeah.
Mate, that would send me into an anxious fucking fit.
Yeah,
I'd
yes,
walk in and
it is.
just start trying to fight them.
You'd
So
be
did-
standing in the corner doing your set, being like, I'm fucking murdering.
Yeah, mate. Get a video of me. Get a video of me. Someone record me right
This
now.
guy's lost.
Do you know Peep Show?
Yeah,
Rainbow Rhythms?
where they stick their head in their hands and jump up.
All that shit.
Oh, fuck that.
There's a guy I follow on TikTok, and he's like fucking shags Glastonbury, like loves it, like
Yeah.
fucking season ticket holder, goes every year. But he does all like the weird stuff, and he's like, oh, and today we had a cheesy chip, and then we went and make this badge. You're like,
But
go see
mate,
the
why-
Foo Fighters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boy, Elton John's playing to fucking 100,000 people.
So then we went over to the such and such field, and we did an egg and spoon race.
God,
Why?
Why? Yeah. Just
Why?
why go to Glastonbury for that?
Fucking who
But
else is on?
actually, I'm being facetious, Sean. It is actually quite interesting.
You
It's
are
good
out
to
for this
see.
is coming from Mr.
Yeah.
I'm done with concerts.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'd
I,
be-
love the idea of it, but I don't know.
Did you see the people who brought an actual bed? As cringy as that is,
It's genius.
how nice would it be to go back to that? Go
Even
back to your
just a
tent.
mattress would do you?
Yeah.
Nothing screams Tory England quite like bringing your own bed from home.
Yeah.
To fucking
It's like
Glastonbury.
a proper. It took them 5 trips, so obviously they bring different bits of the wood
Yeah.
and stuff to build it. 6 miles walked, but it says, see the comfort of going back to an actual bed.
Yeah.
Probably when you're pingered as well.
Unreal.
Just having be bucking in your bed. That's exactly what happened.
Check or make leave it.
Not something would be
Because there's
happening.
one mattress in the whole
Yeah.
There's
field,
one
and
yeah,
let's go
yeah.
back in.
I remember being in Morocco and there's Americans in the tent beside me, and like I was trying to chat to like the Americans and get to know them, but I had really bad cold sores over my lips, so they were probably like, "This guy's fucking gross." It was the woman who opened for McCann, and
So this next song is about when a little Irish guy has cold sores on his lips.
his lips are covered in herpes.
It's called "Don't Kiss Me, You Fruit."
Don't kiss me, you boys.
That's a really good impression
Yeah.
of how that girl spoke, and I
Don't-
wish you could appreciate it.
Yeah.
Don't kiss me, you boy brigade wanker. But I remember hearing, she must have been getting the ride middle of the night, and it's just, do you, yes, do you like that? Do you like that? And he goes, yes, Pedro Legs giving you it.
What?
He was like, yes, Pedro Legs giving you it.
Pedro Langs?
Pedro Legs giving you it.
Petro likes giving it.
And this is like 10 o'clock at night, but I didn't realise that the desert gets cold at night.
Right?
Do you know that the desert gets cold at night?
Yeah.
So I didn't realise this, so I went in shorts and t-shirt, and it was fucking freezing, so everyone was out partying in the middle of the desert, and I just put on, I was like, I'm too cold, so I went and lay in the bed of this tent and just had to hear these couples all go at it.
Where was it? Where were we in Morocco?
I just went to Morocco in December 2019, because
When
like...
your dad last retired.
No. It was a wee trip.
That's
and
where his dad started work.
Ah, okay.
I tell you what, no place I've ever been has made me appreciate Western culture more in my life.
I didn't like Morocco either.
I was
Shit.
like, yeah, I walked out.
Is that the one where like Ryanair started doing cheap flights? Like it's probably about that time period.
I never.
And people
it's-
from here started going.
No, I was living in
So I
Spain.
didn't know anyone that
Some
ever.
cunt put a snake on my neck
Yeah.
without my permission.
I was in
Not a
Spain and they
euphemism.
were like, you can
not
jump on
even
a.
a literal fucking snake. And I went, are you serious? He's all putting a snake on me, and he was all, it's like €5 or 5 whatever the fuck. I was all, you're saying that as if you've done me a favour.
Yeah.
You've put a fucking drugged out snake, and it was like alive, but like all floppy.
He starts going out, just like, why are you going on like that? Peter goes, no, it's you're the fucking problem.
Yeah.
Because like, you got the right camels.
Where do you
and all.
live in Belfast? You taxi?
Fuck's wrong with you?
Hey,
It's
book
not
you a
me.
camel.
Everyone else like, Peter, you're so quiet today. What happened? He goes, he put a fucking snake on my neck.
Should I get a chicken burger?
Was this? Did you go when you were traveling with your mate?
No, I went on a cruise with my family.
Oh, lovely. I went with just because we're
I
Malagas.
travelled Europe. I didn't go as far as Africa.
You didn't make it down to the old.
Didn't make it down to the.
You don't live Western culture, baby.
No, not at all.
Yeah, but
Morocco not in Africa?
yes,
It
North
is.
Africa, but
Oh, right.
it's like it's an hour and a half boat from Malaga. So I jumped on the boat and went over for 4 days, done this cruise.
I'm going to Malaga this
This
weekend.
Saturday, yeah.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Are you? I need to send you places. Need to give you a wee list and all.
That's not your usual spot, is it?
No.
No, different.
Grand is 80th.
Grand is 80th.
Bit
Retirement
like,
party?
bit like his
dad's retirement. We've talked about it.
Stretching it out for
Yeah.
fucking years. With
Nice.
14 different events
There's gonna
going
be so much cocaine at that area.
Oh, Jesus. He's going to go out in the high.
You're in a chicken shop. Comprende, me? Taxi. You need taxi.
You put doing your material on this podcast.
Boy, I'm hyped up. This is.
Before we kick on, the last thing that happened on Saturday, because I couldn't fucking go to the McCann show, was my show.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Down in your area. I was absolutely buzzing with it.
Your fella on the bar downstairs was asking me how you got on.
Was it, yeah?
Yep.
He's like, I hope you told him I went alright.
Yep, I did.
Yeah. So, no, it was unreal. It was like, so my AGA club approached me. They'd completely done up like the venue and stuff down in Park Astor there in Uri, and they're like, stick something on. I was like, I don't want one this year, but I was like, fuck it, fire something on. And by it was unreal. It
Yeah.
was so much fun. Like, see, just to have, like, I know we did Mooncat, fuck me, I'm Mooncat in the brain with you, by
It's next week, yes.
Yeah.
Sold
I
out.
always forget the name of the speakeasy.
Yeah, Speakeasy.
Is that what you meant?
Yeah. Speakeasy. Because we did Speakeasy last year, I was like, that was nice. But just to have, like, I literally had, like, 80 people, sold out room of, like, just people you knew, loads of people had just, like, seen clips and stuff like that. I was like, this is fucking unreal. And then, like, Talal, Jack McGee, and Stephen Campbell absolutely, like, roofed it on the
Oh, the
support
boys.
spots. Like, yeah. It was real nice.
Nice
It was,
one.
Tell
I'll
me,
put it
did you have a couple pints after?
by fuck £3.80, sir. at a GA social club. You better believe it.
Is this the place your man tried to take us?
No.
I love a social club.
No.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, order from Love Pizza. Now online with a brand new app. Guys, I love pizza, and that's why I don't go anywhere else but Love Pizza.
See, to be honest with you, the only Domino's I'm interested in is the game that I play with my granny. I wouldn't go there for a pizza. I go to Love Pizza because there's pizza and I love it.
Do you know what I used to think? I used to think I just loved pizza and loved curly fries, and then I realised, why not just have the best one? The Love Pizza curly fries, the Love Pizza pepperoni pizza. Just the best you can get.
Some things change in life, but the quality of Love Pizza never does.
Stays constant.
So check them out. www.lovepizza.com. I'm telling you now, we're definitely going to run more gigs in that venue, and you are both going to have to get on it that night.
I'd be up for it. Like,
When you say get on it, I thought you were like, you're going to have to improve your material to get on.
oh yeah, if
I
you,
thought you
want,
meant get on. As in,
if you
like,
want to
we're
make it in
getting
your
on.
place,
Yeah, get on, yeah.
No, but it was good crack. It was just melt though, because like they had a wee like members bar, and where I was sort of tucked away hidden, and
Right.
then you had like the main part where everyone's going to sit down, and every person before they went in walked into the members bar to be like, do you like what you were saying about McCallum being backstage and just sort of focusing? I just wanted
Yeah.
to focus, and everyone walked in. I was like, oh
Right,
well,
Sean.
you're nervous tonight, are you? Oh, and I was just
chatting
sitting there
to you.
like, somebody needs to get me out of here. Like I'm
Yeah.
proper having a freak out attack. But if
For my
anything,
solo shows, I'm gonna hide. Like,
if anything, it's just made us says. If anything, it's made me so excited about your boys' solo shows now, because I can just
Yeah.
I kick up the feet and go like, just watch my mates do what they do, and
Yeah.
like the feeling. It's I suppose this is the first time out of any of us someone's done like their own sort of show with
Yeah.
headlining, and just the feeling afterwards was just like,
Did
it was unbelievable. Like
Did it feel, because obviously I haven't done a set this long, did it feel long on stage? Like, did you get tired? Did you get like, I'm a bit fed up
how
here?
long did you do?
I only did, I think I did like 28 minutes, but like I
Yeah.
opened with about 15
Mm-hmm.
as well, like MC and stuff like that there. So it just like. It did feel long at the time, but like I was enjoying it, and I was like going over to get a drink and like
Yeah,
sort of make
relaxed.
myself comfortable. Yeah. Sort of put my
Getting a
feet
wee
up.
slurp in them big laughs.
Yeah. Well, sort of encouraging, like, please laugh while I fucking drink this.
I
Guinness.
love when you. I like everyone does it. Like, but like, you get a wee slight clap. And you're all, I'm going for a drink.
Yeah,
We'll just
yeah,
keep
yeah.
encouraging them and
Yeah.
keep laughing.
Yeah.
Or keep clapping.
Nah, keep clapping. No, it was fucking class. It was unreal.
Yeah.
It was
Speaking of fucking gigs and stuff in Glastonbury there, Denny's, what's that Lewis Capaldi documentary?
No, it wasn't.
I wanted to talk about that today, because do you see he announced
Yeah, man.
he's not doing the tour now?
Yeah.
'Cause of his
So
tick.
I didn't realise Tourette's. I thought that you're born with it and you're sort of stuck with it for life, but you developed it.
We are born with, but it just took a while to come out.
Yeah.
Like I watched the documentary last night. Me and Teresa watched it, and like his mum and dad like look back, and he looks back, and he's all, it now makes sense.
Yeah.
He's
I
all,
have, yeah.
I would blink loads.
Yeah,
and, like
yeah.
sometimes my shoulder would go, but then
Yeah.
it would not happen for a while. So basically, he's got Tourette's, but it's brought on by anxiety.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then since becoming famous, he's gotten really bad anxiety.
Because there's a guy I
And
went to
that
school
makes
with.
his tics worse.
Because I was listening to it today on the radio coming in, and they've just announced that all the gigs have been cancelled on Q Radio, and like that means Belfast will be cancelled. Like, well, anyway, here's Lewis Capaldi. And I was just like, Jesus, bye. What taste?
Where was he doing in Belfast?
T Tenants Vital.
Yeah,
so,
Butcher Road.
So
Boucher Road. It's not Tansfield anymore.
is it T Vital or T in the Park?
No, it's just called Boucher Road.
Oh, is
It's
it? Oh,
not
yeah.
like.
Butcher Road playing fields.
Because there was a guy in school, and he always like, and we found it funny at the time in school when someone's chatting to you and they're going like that there when they're trying to have a serious conversation with
Yeah.
you. But now looking back, that must have been fucking hectic. Like,
Yeah.
like to be
It's
socially
parts,
anxious.
There's parts of it that are hard to watch, like, and like not to sound fucking wanky, but
Yeah.
as someone who performs,
Oh,
and
yeah.
goes on
Yeah.
stage, and like you get that nervous. Obviously, it's fucking 1% of what he's doing. You can kind of like empathize when we,
Yeah.
but here he's a fucking funny cunt, but
He could do stand up.
he's so funny, like
So good.
he's class, like. But at the end of that documentary, obviously that film are finished 6 months ago, whatever. It was like, Lewis Capaldi like took a wee break and
He's back.
started exercising, and his tics have improved. And you're like,
Yeah.
yes, it's still going ahead. And then like
Just this morning after you
just
watched that as
morning
well.
after Glastonbury, he couldn't do it. Like, so it just goes to show you, like, it's fucking great.
Do you know what? They probably had to put something like that in so people would like continue. As shitty as that sounds, continue to buy tickets.
Well, that's what I
and
said to
support,
Tracy.
like,
It was
I think-
all, if there's one thing, this is an amazing advert for the second album.
Yeah,
It's all
yeah.
about how he can't write it. And like, he gets
Right.
writer's
The anxiety
block.
of it, yeah.
He gets writer's block, and like he forgets it. Like he keeps thinking he's a shit writer. Elton John sends him a fucking lovely message, right? He goes out with Ed Sheeran for a few pints and tells Ed Sheeran, it's like one of your stories that I always call bullshit on you about
Yeah, I know,
celebrities.
yeah. I want to hear that. I want to hear
But I've
that.
actually heard it from the horse's
Yeah,
mouth.
yeah.
So he goes out with Ed
We need
Sheeran.
details here.
He goes
Talking
out with
to Ed Sheeran, were you?
He goes out with
Who
Ed
told you
Sheeran
this?
and has a few pints and tells him he's getting imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran tells Elton John, and then Elton John sends Lewis Capaldi this message, basically saying like, you have imposter syndrome, like don't be so silly, you're an amazing writer, you're so funny, you're unique, blah blah blah. And it's all, if you don't wise yourself up, I'm gonna come and find you and take out the inner closet again.
Who told you this? Your girlfriend's cousin?
But going to a few questions.
Yep.
Yeah.
George Robinson, just one of the questions off the bat I remember, says, when was the last time you saw, just to get this right, when is the time you served or saw justice?
You fucking Frango.
Yeah.
Frango, yeah. That's a fucking...
Frango
Yeah.
chicken shop service of justice on a plate,
With some fried chicken.
and yeah, it was the chicken burger was not worth it. Like,
No.
The tastiest thing of that night was Pete Giffen handing out some fucking raw.
no, I didn't dack anyone. But no, I
You
served
didn't
justice
take
in.
anyone till the video comes out.
Yeah.
We're just getting ahead of it. Yeah.
Yeah. My
That video was doctored, people.
My lawyers will be in touch. Like,
Last time I
served
felt
about
justice.
Justice?
I think when I got mugged, I got the money
you
back.
are a fucking mug.
I got the money back. The financial ombudsman got me the money back. The Santander didn't believe it because they were like,
Hey, your dad got your money back from the financial ombudsman.
yeah, my dad wrote the letter, but the guy was like,
He's retired.
It
He was in
a
retirement,
scouser.
had to
He
come
was,
back
he was
and
in the
write the
middle of retiring, and he stopped it for 2 years to go after his son's muggers. One of the weirdest things about that mugging thing was when I got an iPhone back. I think I told you this before. I opened it up and I connected to my old iCloud,
Yeah.
and they had like loads of photos of them celebrating Christmas and like partying and all.
The people who
That's
stole his
hilarious.
phone. Like,
And I
Jesus
was
Christ.
like, it sounds funny, but at the time you see the guys that beat the fuck out of you, and I was like,
you were hurt with it.
yeah, it upset me. And then I walked in and like was like shaking with anger. My dad was like, it was 6 months ago, get over it.
No, mine's just the classic Culty Town thing where the Trapper Gordon walks around, he's about to put a ticket in someone's car, and you run to the machine, pay it, and stick it on the window.
Check out serving justice.
Yeah, he was about to get a ticket, and I was like, no.
Well, you did it for someone
I
else.
did someone else, yeah.
Ah, very
yeah.
nice,
It's only
very
like
nice.
60p in your eye to fucking pay for
Very
parking.
nice.
Like,
Very nice.
yeah.
That's good.
Very
Like that.
nice.
Right,
Very
okay.
wholesome.
What else we got? Could Kieran give Pete a fireman's lift? Let's
No,
reverse this.
No.
No.
That's not happening.
Yeah.
Is that the same person that asked that question?
Yeah. He wants it
Greedy.
reversed.
He's got a kink.
Greedy.
He just
Yeah.
lets us watch us lift each other.
Next week, Sean lifts Kieran. Each of you are new superheroes. Logan Rooney asks, take turns to select one superpower. You can't have the same superpower as in someone else as in you can't steal someone else's. What are you taking? Quite a long question.
I know, man.
What?
I'm trying to think of the word for it. There's a phrase for it, and I can't think of the word for it.
Shapeshifting for me.
No, not. Well, is that yours?
Yeah, I go shapeshifting.
What would you shapeshift
Oh, I
into?
found the word
I
for
work
it.
around Boojum and walk behind and just start making myself a bowl and then shapeshift out.
Mine's teleporting.
So,
It's without doubt.
so
the best.
you can teleport to gigs? What's yours?
I was going to say, like, teleporting, but I'll go with flying then. Flying would be pretty good.
Yeah, flying's just like a
Flying
worse version.
as long as I didn't have, it wasn't like running where I'd be fucking
Or you'd
wrecked
have
from
to
doing
carry,
it.
you'd have to carry me to the gig. Like,
Yeah.
maybe
If I
legs
could
in
just
there.
like go like and glide everywhere, I'd be alright, but I wouldn't be like fucking floating
Teleporting
away.
is without doubt the best superpower you can get with the least circumstances.
Would you not like
uh,
shapeshift? Alright, I'm going to shapeshift and walk into the Celtics shop here and take all the new
Do you
kits
know
and
what
all.
shapeshifting means?
You can turn into a different person.
Right, okay.
So you just want to shapeshift so
I
you
can
steal
walk
stuff.
into a Celtic shop.
I know, but like say I'm your Blue Girl from the X-Men and I turn into fucking Brendan Rodgers and I walk into the Celtics shop and like, I'm just looking at some new kits here and I walk out with a
So
load of
in
free
every
ones.
circumstance, you just want to get recognised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ego
Recognize
stuff
or
thing.
recognize or unrecognizable.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. Or like if I'm in the cinema and I don't want to pay for it, I can turn into Harrison Ford and be like, oh, I'm just in Dublin Road here to see Indiana Jones 5.
But I could just teleport into the cinema anyway.
But say you teleport in and you sit in someone by accident, you teleport into the seat and you crush someone.
But what if you shapeshift and crush someone?
What if you shapeshift into a boulder?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to.
Well, I'm not going to do that.
I'll
If
shapeshift
your
in.
grandmother had wheels, she'd be a back.
I'll
You know what I mean? Like,
I'll
all fucking-
shapeshift into an ashtray. But I'll shapeshift into Madame retire.
Teleporting's the best. Final answer.
Yeah, teleporting's a good one. Fly, take flying then.
Okay. What else we got on the RE podcast page? We have nothing.
Nothing.
Jesus.
I have a good few questions. Aaron Parks. Oh, we have a few music questions in a row here. So,
Go on ahead.
Aaron Parks asks, "What tracks would you choose if you're on Desert Island Discs?"
What do you get for Desert Island Discs? I've heard of this, but I don't know.
You know what it is? Basically, so it's a radio show, and you're basically stranded on a desert island, and the main thing is you get 3 CDs to listen to, but then they also do like objects and items and stuff.
Could we do artists instead of
Artists,
albums?
yes, the artists.
Fontaine's DC, New Order, and Bob Dylan.
Oh, I'm gonna bite my lip so hard.
Go. What's so bad about that?
Now I'm gonna name 5 New Order songs.
True Faith, Age of Consent, Blue Monday. Right, I'm running out of fucking.
3 songs.
Hang
there
on,
in
I'm
his
not
top
done. I'm
3.
getting fucking.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Love's got the world in motion.
What's it called?
World in Motion.
Okay.
I'm getting there. Oh, you're making me draw blanks. Blue Monday, 88. You're like,
No, it's the same song.
sorry.
I had this thing with Teresa, right? And we said like, oh, favorite band, blah blah blah. I was, oh, they're not your favorite band. Name fucking 8 songs. And it took her about 10 minutes to do it. I was like, if that's your favorite band, you should be able to fucking.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm struggling there to think of a fifth
like
one.
going
here,
like,
but-
what's
That's
your-
me taking. I'm like,
Yeah.
there's no way you like
Yeah.
the order that much.
Hang on, I'll get a new song. Right, my mind's going blank here, and this is just the case of
Okay.
you put me on the spot.
Right. Okay. Sean,
Oh, mine's gonna be shade. I think I'm gonna like take a loophole here. Can I take a loophole?
you're gonna do an Alan Partridge thing and go with the best of the Beatles.
Yeah.
No. I want like the FIFA 12 soundtrack.
Mate, on my life, the next question is what FIFA had the best soundtrack?
Yes! Finally, people are asking the questions I
Kane
want.
Cook asked that.
That's fucking mad. I want the FIFA 12 one, someone with Imagine Dragons and all that. It's fucking class.
Yeah.
I'd take that soundtrack. What else would I take? I don't know. I'm not. I could go the rest of my life without music. You know us.
Really?
Like
Genuinely,
happily.
like if you're going to the gym or you're trying to get, you're walking somewhere. How do you walk with your own thoughts?
I listen to podcasts.
But do you not get bored of podcasts? Like,
I listen to both.
Nope.
if I'm walking anywhere and my headphones die or anything out there and I have to start thinking of scenarios and stuff in my head.
I find music so like I know I'm the weirdo here and completely
Yeah.
like, but I find music just so like boring. It's just.
Do you ever get
it's
like?
it's just noise.
Do you ever think of a memory in your head and then you're listening to a song and because that memory connects with the song, you get goosebumps?
You're literally just one of those people that does nothing for like.
It just doesn't.
It
Yeah,
just doesn't resonate with you.
Doesn't.
It's like some people.
I love a live concert and stuff
Some
like that.
people don't like stand up
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
comedy, and it does nothing to them. It's just like that's just someone talking. Like that's not entertaining.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's just the opposite
It's
of
like,
that.
it's like the way people don't like podcasting, pretty much.
Put it this way, I'll never cry over a podcast with a bottle of wine on a Saturday night at 2 in the morning.
I've watched some of our back and I've cried. I'm going the Smiths, Oasis, and the Cure.
Okay. I'm not going to ask you to name fives.
Sarah asks, since you were at a wedding this week, what's the best song to get people on the dance floor? Well, if it was anything to go by, no, I hate it so much.
Hey, it's
What?
crowd pleaser.
I hate, what do you call it, Proud Mary?
Yeah.
Is that the name of them vapes as well?
No, Lost
Lost
Marys.
Marys, yeah, man.
I'm off 'em.
The Mary Conspiracy.
Alright,
Yeah.
back on the Proud Marys. Good out
I'm
there.
on the fucking.
You'll-
You're gonna
Enough
get
for
us.
you,
You're
mate.
gonna get us demonetized here.
You'll-
As if we get monetized.
I'm on the cool guy ones now.
Oh, cool guys.
Oh,
The just
Jesus.
missed.
What flavour is it?
Strawberry ice.
We'll try our best. We'll try our best. My Chemical Romance, Welcome to the Black Parade, that got me hyped up, which is just the opposite of a wedding song, but it did it for me.
Proud Mary's
It's hard to
the
go wrong with Brown Eyed Girl.
Yes,
We
love
had,
that song.
yeah.
That song we were all
Sweet
dancing to
Caroline.
in the thing was good.
What is that?
You know, you make me
wanna
want to shout.
shout.
Put your hands
Lulu.
up and shout. Right.
Class.
Sarah asks, you can bring 2 non-local comedians to a dinner party. Who do you invite? Non-local, so a comedian.
Can they be dead?
I fuck it, go on.
Norm Macdonald.
Macdonald.
And who else?
No,
Guess-
not me. I'm just guessing.
No,
yours.
guess the other one.
Oh, that fucking gimp that introduces people on the Man City bus with a mustache and the fucking.
No, I was going to say Bill Burr.
I was gonna pick either Bill Burfew or fucking Shane Gillis.
Shane Gillis.
potato waffles.
Yeah, yeah.
They're overdone.
Yeah, that's fucking great.
That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But your impression's been spot on this week, boy.
Thank you, mate.
Very good. I don't think. No, Bill Burr would be a disaster because have you ever listened to Bill Burr's podcast?
He's just always angry, but I think.
He's not always angry. He just talks about football and American sports.
But if you got him talking about a topic, like he loves history, he loves TV shows, he loves classic movies.
Go read him.
I would read Bill Burr, sir.
I love Bill Burr as much as the next one person, but like I don't think his character on stage converts to what he is like on podcasts. Completely
Yeah,
different.
I'd have Lemmy and maybe Kevin Bridges.
Guys, this week's episode of the podcast is sponsored by Monte Carlo Chippy, Lurgan, Belfast, delivered straight to your door. Why not get a delicious chippy from the number one guys that do it best than anybody else?
Chips with gravy, chips with curry, chips and a chicken burger, whatever you like.
Monte Carlo moved into Lurgan quite recently. I don't think I've ever been more passionate about something in my life. Weekly, I'm there, I'm dipping stuff, I'm biting stuff, I'm putting salt and vinegar on everything, and I'm loving life. I've never been happier.
Get it on a Monday, Sunday, lunchtime, evening, whatever you fancy. Make the right choice. Get a Monte Carlo delivered straight to the gaff.
And yourself, Sean?
Hoose race. You bit of hoose race.
Yep.
Would you do that if you had him over?
That is one of his jokes, Sean.
I know.
Yeah.
Would you do that though if he came over? Would you stick on
No,
the
no,
hoose race
no,
for the crack?
no,
Just be
no.
mental, no.
No, fuck that. The hack.
I
He'd be like this here. Ha
Taxi,
He'd be
taxi.
judging me and all.
Yeah.
He'd be judging me and
Yeah.
all, but he'd give me a fake laugh.
I'd have over Joe Rogan.
Mm-hmm.
Get that network time in.
Yeah,
You
it's
know what I mean?
good. It's a good show.
Get over to the Comedy Mothership with the boys, and I would have Tom Segura.
Can I reverse or maybe add a third one?
Yep.
Theo Vaughn.
Theo Vaughn, okay.
Yeah.
Theo Vaughn's like my music taste. I can't. listen
You
to
can't
him.
get him at all?
I
No.
can't, and that's just me. Like,
Did you see him have the Down syndrome guy on his
Yeah.
podcast? And he goes, "Man, do you ever get so drunk you feel like you have Down syndrome?" And the Down syndrome guy's just sitting on his podcast.
Jesus Christ. We have a voice note question from Talal.
Standard.
Montal.
Now, it's a minute and a half long.
Well, we just get him on the podcast. One week.
We'll just get him on the podcast. Do you want me to summarise it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Summarise it. Basically, what he's saying is, do you ever have a good gig and then afterwards there's a bit of a lull? Do you ever have, like, he was basically saying...
Like a straight after like a come down.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Talal's, if anyone doesn't know, he puts in a load of questions. He's also a stand-up comedian, and he's saying after a lot of times he has a really good gig, he'd be driving home and he'd feel a wee bit of a lull, a bit of a down after the high.
Yeah.
And even almost more specific, he says sometimes if he gets a really big laugh on stage, he'll get that low or that down on stage.
Yeah.
He says where like it's almost where it's like he'll almost maybe get a wee bit shy, or like he doesn't feel like he deserved that big
Yeah, I
laugh.
get that. Yeah.
But what I found was interesting when I listened to his voice note that he sent me was the opposite doesn't happen. Like he says when like a bad gig happens, he's pretty rational and he doesn't let it get them. But he says when a good gig happens, he can have that low, and he's basically asking, how do you deal with that? Did something similar happen to you guys?
Something like I would say is, you know when
Me
you
explaining that was more than a minute.
you know when
Yeah.
when you start well, if you say you start well at a gig and you come out of the gates in your first 3 minutes, you're doing very well, and then it kind of dips.
Right?
I think I'll remember the second half of the set more and be like, that was terrible. I can come away being like, I really
I know,
didn't
but,
enjoy
but
it.
he's not talking about a bad gig. He's saying, do you ever get a low after a good gig? That's what he's asking.
I really had fun playing the Sunflower on Sunday, and then after I came off, I was kind of I felt maybe because I was hungover as well, but I felt straight back to earth almost immediately.
Right, okay.
And then I was just like, right, I want to go home here. I don't really want to. And I bought 2 cans in the Sunflower to sit and order a Chinese. When I got to the house, I was like, I just want to go to bed here. I don't know why I'm not feeling great.
That's also probably the hangover.
Yeah.
100% the hangover. Like,
Yeah.
I said like I'm not like forcing you into going away relate that. Or I said them I don't relate because when I have a good gig or I have a lethal joke or something goes well or a gig goes well, I'm buzzing. I don't.
Yeah.
get
But
a
there's
low.
also been times, not you've just been in a rut, but you've sort of done well. I remember there was a period maybe over March time, and you said you were doing well in gigs, but you were just sort of getting frustrated because maybe there was a lot going on.
Yeah, but that was only just because there was a lot going on.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
wasn't
no,
anything to do with how
it
well the
wasn't to
gigs
do with
went.
gigs.
Yeah,
I probably get it to the extent of like I've definitely had like you can have a good gig and you're like that didn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think is that what he sort of mentioned
I think
there?
that's
Like
closest.
yeah, I've
There's-
definitely had that before. Of like I've had like say like a good strong gig and then I'll be like oh, it didn't do anything for me. But then what I've learned to figure out was like what do I do at gigs now to make me enjoy it? I think that's a case of you're not enjoying what you're doing, which might be a bit deep for what the question you're
Well,
asking. But
in the voice note, he was all like, "Well, maybe I need to go to therapy," and he was messing about and joking. And I was all, pretty much what I said back to him was, "Where the odds of us guys being like full time and making a mint out of this is low. The odds of us selling at the SS Arena is low. So, what do you do it for?
that's
You do
yeah,
it to have fun. You don't do it to have alright gigs. You don't do it to have shit gigs. So when the good gigs do happen, fucking share.
It'd be
That's
the
why
first
there's
thing that
been-
happens whenever you like look. Say you didn't do stand up in 10 years' time. It'd be the first thing you look back at and be like, "Fuck, I was so proud of
Remember
myself."
the
for
good-
doing that.
the good ones
The good
there?
ones, yeah.
it's almost like as well writing new material and stuff. You sort of said when I completely make a story up or fabricate something, you can almost, you said to me, you can tell that's just a completely fabricated thing.
Yeah.
And then when I write something that's got a lot of truth into it, and I almost feel it's not to sound gimped out here, but it comes from the heart, or something like talking about OCD or a family member. That's the joke you feel proud of, and when that lands, I feel much prouder than maybe say a wee bit that I've just completely made up lands.
I kind of agree with your son. Joe, I think that sounds like you're writing for other people, not writing for the stuff you find
yeah.
funny. So the reason you don't get the kick out of it because you're like, "Fuck me, that's getting a laugh. I don't find that funny."
I'm not without going too in depth into Talal's fucking set. I'm not going to sit and
Yeah.
maybe it's we know the style of his original 10, 15
Yeah.
minutes
Yeah.
and what that's about. Maybe he's just Talal. Maybe you're just sick of that set you're doing. Maybe it's,
Yeah, it could be that.
It's easy as well, I think, to get frustrated where like
He said
your
that
old
many
stuff
times or
is
something.
your old stuff is doing really well, but your new stuff isn't landing.
Yeah.
But you can't get a new bit to land, and in my head, I'm like, I haven't made a new bit land for ages, but it's actually been 2-3 weeks, maybe a month. But in your head, you're like, this is ages because it's not landing as well as the old stuff, and you feel like you're in a rut.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting question, but
It was
definitely a lot of
Yeah.
something a lot of people will relate to. Stand up, or even just outside of stand up, people do stuff that, like, I don't play football and come out and go out and do anything for me.
I also
Yeah.
feel like you give as much as you give. When if I come on stage tonight, for example, we're gigging after this, and get up on stage and go, "Alright, I'm Kieran Franco," and do my bits, and don't put the energy in, don't put the enthusiasm in, then you get exactly what you give from the audience.
Yeah, fair.
Good
Good question, though.
Yeah, it was a great question. PJ McGarity asks, if you were offered a free trip to see the Titanic in a submarine that's been fully certified as safe, brackets, i.e. not the Ocean Gate sub, would you do it?
No,
No.
not even if before this had happened, not a hope.
But it's fully certified as safe?
Yeah, but I've no interest in going down. I've seen the film. I mean,
Yeah, me too.
no, I've no.
I've no interest to be like, oh, like what does it do for you? You can see the photos online.
Yeah, I think it's a little shite.
That's
like.
kind of like everything, isn't it? Like, you go do something, people just want to take a photo and look at me, I was here.
Yeah, it's when my dad
Billionaires
sends
having
me
too much money.
my dad sends me a photo of a mountain. He's like, I've just hiked this. I'm like, well, I'm seeing the view now on the toilet, and I didn't.
Well, that's.
I guess it's a bit different.
I don't like that logic. Everyone's going with, like, you know, oh, but sure, why you can just look at photos online. You can look at photos of fucking Portugal online. You can look at photos
Yeah,
of anything
I
online.
agree
Do
with
you
you.
know what I mean? I don't get that logic, but like,
It's just I don't want to go down to the Titanic.
No.
I just don't want to be submerged underwater. At least I like to think if something goes
250
wrong
grand
in
it
a
cost.
plane, there's some sort of rationale. I'm like, I can
Yeah.
get out of this here.
Yeah.
Whether it's land on a tree on the way down and fucking, you know, the Looney Tunes character catch me in a blanket. There's some rationale there.
I get what you mean.
The Little
Two-
Mermaid's not come to save
yeah.
you if your submarine starts to go.
Nah, she's a bitch.
go down.
That crab might give it a go.
Yeah,
It cost the entire fortune, a deal or no deal, to go and see the Titanic.
I just hate the spin everyone's been put on it. It's like,
You know-
the money that, you know, that's I hate.
Can I say
the spin? No, my turn, right?
Oh, mate, relax.
No, the spin people are putting on it of like they could have used that money to like solve world hunger or something. I'm like, shut up.
Yeah.
I hate when people put that spin on things like that.
It's more the fact the guy was from Glasgow Uni, and someone replied going, definitely a Rangers fan, under the seat.
You see
Never get another
you see the son of the billionaire that was on it went to the Blink-182 concert.
Yeah, and he was
When
asking
his dad was under.
Oh,
he was asking the OnlyFans model to sit in his face and crush him. Did you see that?
No.
so, like-
no.
Yeah, so like basically he was like tweeting an OnlyFans model being like, my stepdad's underwater right now and I'm really upset. Could you like come around and sit in my face and crush me?
Bullshit.
I will pull it up and show you.
You will. Ah, no way.
Yeah, to be honest.
Yeah, you get
Right,
up
go.
there.
I love this middle seat because it's like prime time. You just fucking say he's just going out. You're like, come on.
When you're looking that up, Naomi Mitchell asked a question that I don't understand or like you'll get. Have you seen the video of the guy who looked like Sam Smith trying to stage
Yes.
dive?
Yes.
Have you seen this?
Yes. Everyone's saying
was
this. I was just
and nobody catches him.
I was just by at a concert, which clearly wasn't a Sam Smith concert, but he's wearing like a big green sort of latex looking suit thing.
Right.
I just goes a dive in the crowd and everyone moves out of his way.
And does he just rack himself?
face palm.
Deserved it.
Yeah. No, like, you don't want a bit of crush. Fucking that boy landed
Oh,
on the
landed on top of you.
There was trouble. There was trouble.
And then have you got this up here? Have you got your evidence? Right. No.
Stepson
no.
of billionaire missing.
Right.
Hang on. In Titanic sub flirts with OnlyFans model as search goes on.
Right. Let me see it. Can I hold it?
So that's him messaging her now.
Right. Let me see it.
Fucking Harvard referencing over here, boy. Turn it in. The podcast falls silent.
I know.
A single sweat of bead drips down.
Oh, on the right hand side.
Kieran
She
says,
says, "Can I sit on you?" And he said, "Yes, please."
Tweeting that after.
Brian Cezaz, he also tweeted, "It might be distasteful being here, but my family would want me to be at the Blink-182 show as my favourite band. The music helps me in difficult times." I'm still causing cap on that.
here.
Don't
something-
believe it.
Yeah.
It does, not everything has to be true. That's
True. That's the
lovely.
Daily Mirror as well. So that's as far as fucking tabloids go. They're not going to post the full fucking dirt.
I'll let it go. VAR. We'll finish up on this. Martin Barkley, friend of our comedy club. What's the best joke you've ever heard? Like a street joke.
street joke.
Yeah.
General Custer asks a painter to paint his wife's General Custer's wife asks the painter to paint her husband's last thoughts. So the painter paints it and shows General Custer's wife, and it's a photo of all these cows with halos and all these Indian men fucking. And so he goes, "What the fuck's that?" And she goes, "Mrs. Custer, you asked me to paint your husband's last thoughts? Holy cow, look at all these fucking Indians."
Fantastic. Yes, I'll let it go. Mine. That's out of character for me. This is something.
Yes,
Like this,
he lost.
I'm laughing
This is- no, he
at the
doesn't.
joke.
oh right, mine is moving on. Mine is I didn't say this joke. I heard a different guy say it one time, but he's just a real like innocent fucking baby face guy. He just goes, "What's the difference between jelly and jam?
Right.
Can't jelly my dick in your ass."
Yeah, I've heard similar ones out there.
Fantastic.
Different scene with Boomerang and Madeleine McCann.
Something coming back.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
my love. What's Brian and rhymes with Snoop?
Poop.
Dr. Dre. That is the
folks.
belter.
Good night. God bless.
And I think the moral of that story is the best jokes
Are the ones
racially
from the heart?
insensitive.
Yeah.
Right, guys, let's promote some shit and get out of here. I would like to.
I'd like to say I have nothing else to promote. Bar our wee podcast here every single Tuesday. So you
Every
know the crack
single
now.
Tuesday.
7:30, £5. Get down, sign the sheet, bring your friends and watch the show.
My solo shows are coming in September. The 3rd of September is completely sold out. There are still some tickets left for the 10th of September. That's a Sunday in Ashburn Hotel in Lurgan. If you're a fan of the podcast and you're not from Lurgan, because I think everyone who is from Lurgan is fucking coming out, guys, come on down to the show. It's on a Sunday night. It's starting at 8 o'clock. It'll be finished by 10. Get the last train home. It's literally right beside Lurgan train station. With support from Mickey Bartlett and Sean Haggerty. So there are going to be 2 belter nights. There are some tickets left, but I really want to sell out the second one. So go on to Eventbrite, or if you go onto my Twitter, it's like a pinned tweet. Snap up the last few tickets, guys. Come on. Ways up.
I'd be doing the door.
He'd be doing the door. Come on, you get in for free, fuck's sake.
I would just have to say a big thank you to everyone who bought tickets to Mooncat as it's sold out, and I just want to say thank you so much. I really appreciate every one of you, and we'll all get a couple of pints after the show on the 4th of July, so thanks very much for coming out.
I promise not to fight anyone in a chicken shop after it.
Yeah. I really appreciate you
you'll be in
selling it.
Spain.
I really appreciate you selling his short as well. I was fucking sick hearing about it.
Listen, bro, it's just
Right.
I love you, really.
Guys, I'm warm and I haven't learned the material. That
I'm
I'm
hot
trying
sweaty,
here
knees a
tonight,
week, arms
so
are heavy, spaghetti. So
let's get the
ladies and
fuck
gentlemen,
out of here.
leave a like, subscribe. We're closing in 500. Pull the fingers out, get us there, and we'll see you all in the next one. Good night. God bless.
Bye bye.